energies. Bring your palm down to the heart chakra, aligning your practical and emotional dimensions. With a smile on the face, eyes gently closed, take a deep breath in for the shloka. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahaihi Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahaihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Continue with eyes closed. Do not open your eyes. Keep rubbing your palms. Cup your face. Bring your palms in front of you. Open your eyes only into your palm. All of you are comfortable with English? Okay. So we will start the session. We all chanted Sahana Vavatu with concluded with Om Shanti 3 times. Why do we chant Om Shanti 3 times? ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ 3 ಸತಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ?
Emotional body, mental body, physical body cleanse ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ.
Wonderful. Anybody else?
Yeah, the first Shanti is for our body and second Shanti is for world and third one is for universe, I believe.
Okay, wonderful. Anybody else wants to try? Rekha ji, you're on.
Mind relax ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So concentrate ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. Basically ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ.
ಬಟ್ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ 3 ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ಆರ್ ರಂಜನಾ ಜಿ said, we have all of us face problems, only 3 types of problems. ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ, and when we interact with our friends they say ನನಗೂ ಕಷ್ಟ, ನಿಂಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಂದೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರೋದೇ 3, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ತಾಪತ್ರಯಗಳು ಅಂತ. ಆ ತಾಪತ್ರಯ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ತಾಪತ್ರಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಂದ ಶಾಂತಿ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಗಿದ್ರು ಅದ್ರ ದಾಟೇಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಡು, ಶಾಂತಿ ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ಚಂಚಲತೆಯನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಶಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾಗೋಣ ಅಂತ ವಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಶಾಂತಿ. ಎಂತಗಳ ತಾಪತ್ರಯಗಳಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಏನು ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ, ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್, ನಾವು ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಅವ್ರು ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬಹುದು, ಹಂಗ್ ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ನಾವೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡ್ಸ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆದಿ ಭೌತಿಕ, ಬೈ ದ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ಬೈ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಆದಿ ದೈವಿಕ, ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ಅವರ್ dimensions. So ದೈವಿಕ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಡಿವೈನ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ಸಾ ಕೋವಿಡ್, ನಮ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಶಾಂತಿನೇ ಬೇಕು, ದಾಟ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ಆ ದಾರಿನ. ಸೊ ಆ ದಾರಿ ದಾಟ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಾಂತಿ ಬೇಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಶಾಂತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ತಾಪತ್ರಯಗಳಿಂದ ದಾಟಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ 3 ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೀವಾಗ ಎಲ್ರೂ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಯೋಗ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಖಂಡಿತ ನೀವು ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಮಂತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ 3 ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. 3 ಸತಿ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾನೆ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್. ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ವಂಡರಿಂಗ್ ಮುದ್ರಾ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೂ ಇದು ಏನು ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೋರ್ take on this? Will be an interactive session, so please feel free to share your inputs. How do you think the universe is formed? ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಆಯಿತು?
It's unknown energy, black energy, like yeah, like something we cannot see. So it's called black energy. So
And how does science say it manifested?
it's Big Bang theory as per
The big,
science.
perfect, Big Bang theory. Anybody else wants to share? ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ? Okay, so like Ranjana ji said, it is the Big Bang theory as per science. So we will take a look at a bija. Okay, so how does a mango tree form?
With a seed, from a seed.
From a seed. So what happens? You give them three aspects: sun, soil, and water. So water, sun, soil, and sunlight hakid takshana, it starts open sprouting. And from sprouting, it becomes a small plant, grows into a big plant, and then a tree with a trunk, branches, flowers, leaves, finally fruits. And every fruit carries a seed. Okay, ಅದೇ ತರ. And again, if you park one apple seed and a guava seed ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು, ಒಂದ್ ಆಪಲ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಒಂದ್ ಗೋವಾ ಟ್ರೀ ಬರುತ್ತಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ಬಡೀಸ್ ನಾವಿಬ್ರು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಪಲ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಆಗೋಣ ಅಥವಾ ಇಬ್ರು ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಗೋವಾ ಟ್ರೀ ಆಗೋಣ ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರ? ಇಲ್ಲ. So it is all running to a cosmic design, correct? So everything in this world is running to a cosmic design. We only have to surrender to the divine and go in the path seeking shanti. Okay, so that we cross the path as we are in the journey. Now when we come back to the universe, formation of the universe ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸೀಡ್. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you just continue in English? Like I cannot
okay.
understand Kannada.
No problem. I thought it was a common bilingual. I'm doing both. Okay. So coming back to how the universe was formed, even before that, we are looking at how a project is delivered. Okay. Suppose you're planning your Diwali celebrations at home. So your so you are planning to do the Diwali celebration. Then you plan what all has to be bought, how the house should be decorated. For the decoration, what has to be bought, and then you also plan whom all to invite and what to give the guests when they arrive, as in what to eat and what to give them when they are leaving as gifts. Okay, so this is how our planning happens. Now every single aspect in this world runs to a plan. And where is the plan happening? In our mind zone, right? So similarly, you are a project. You are born in this world, so you were in somebody's plan. You were in some consciousness in somebody's mind where the consciousness happened, and that is called the sarvagna bija, the sat state. Sat chit anand anvaga, ಆ ಸತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸತ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಚಿತ್ತು, ಕಾಸ್ಮಿಕ್ ಚಿತ್ ವಾಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಮಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ವೇರ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್. Then after the project happens, there is that is potential energy. I want to dance, so I identify the dance place, I identify the dance guru, I identify the testimonial, chanang ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ chanang ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, I look at all the feedback, and then I work on the connecting with the institute. So similarly here, that becomes the manifestation part, where you really go to the location and start learning to dance. So similarly here also, what happens is, this project, that is you or the cosmic universe, is in the chit, cosmic consciousness, and in the form of sarvagna bija, that is known as the hiranyagarbha, the golden womb. And this is known as the sarvagna bija. In the sarvagna bija is triggered, like we have the water, soil, and sunlight concept. It is triggered by the three gunas, rajas, tamas, and sattvic gunas, and it sprouts. When sprouts, there has to be a bursting, and that bursting is known as the Big Bang. So we're able to connect the scriptures to the science. So now when the Big Bang happens, whenever there is a bang, whenever there is potential energy and it opens up, so that energy, is always released with a lot of heat and light. Okay, energy comes packed with heat and light. So we have the vast energy expanding, and it is called the fission and fusion process of the universe and forming of the universe. Here they are looking at as the heat and the light. The heat is what sustains life on earth, and light, that light which is manifested, is the Atma Jyoti in each one of us. Okay, that heat is required to live on earth, and then the Atma Jyoti, which goes back to the divine. Okay, that is the light aspect in the universe. That is enhanced by the prana that we breathe in. Prana is the same air that we are breathing in, whether it is outside or inside, it's the same air. All of you agree? Yes. So our prana, that prana, when we breathe in, we call it prana air, and then we breathe it in. It's a mixture of gases. The body has its own synthesizing where it segregates the oxygen and supplies it to the entire part of the body. That prana, okay, is the gross aspect. The further refined version of it is the ojas, which is your heat aspect, responsible for creation in this universe. And then comes Tejas, which is responsible for your aura. You all know the word Tejas. Aunige Tejas idepa andre aura. He has a light energy. So that light, the subtlest aspect of your body, is the light aspect which that person starts emitting. So the Ojas and the Tejas enhances. So coming back, what is this connect? The universe, the scriptures also go on to say, when the universe was formed, the first to emerge, like we saw in the plant sprouting, then the cotyledons, the leaf, all of those fall off, and then the plant starts forming. When the plant starts forming, there is a manifestation of the stem, then the leaves, then the branches. So similarly here, the first to emerge in from the Sarvagna Bija is the Akasha Tattva, which is the subtlest of all, closest to the source of creation. Okay, Akasha Tattva, ether element, space element. Okay, and then it comes to the Vayu Tattva. Okay, then from Vayu becomes slightly less subtle because you can feel the Vayu. Akasha Tattva you cannot feel at all, only it carries sound. Whereas Vayu Tattva, you can feel it also, and you can hear the air rustling and buzzing around you. Then you have the Agni Tattva. The Agni Tattva comes with Shabda, Sparsha, that is heat, the hearing, and the touch, and also now you can see the form. Okay, and then Agni, after Agni you have Varuna Tattva, slightly grosser, you can feel it and you can taste it. And finally Earth Tattva, which is a combination of Shabda, Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa, Rasa, and smell, Gandha. Earth is connected with smell. So these are the five Panchabhutas with which the universe is made. The same Panchabhutas, Mahabhutas, which are called as the five elements. These five elements, the universe has used exactly the same five elements in every object of the universe in different ratio and proportion. Recipe matra change, ingredients are exactly the same. Take it the mountain, take it the river, take it the earth, or take it the tree, take any aspect, take it the animal, take it yourself. All of them are made of Pancha Mahabhutas. All of them have three aspects: head, head region, chest region, abdomen region. Rest are all limbs. Okay, so the head region, chest, the core part, and the head region, chest region, abdomen region are supported with the bone aspect, and the organs are all situated. In case of man, it is vertical. In case of animals, it is, most of the animals, it is horizontal. Okay, so that's the difference. So they are made of three lokas: Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, your lithosphere, atmosphere, and stratosphere, and all of us, not just one, every single aspect in this universe, and all of us are made of Pancha Mahabhutas in a different combination. Okay, so this universe being made of, if you read, look at whoever is into music, Patapi Ganapatim Bhaje, it's Pallavi says, Bhuta Bhautikam Prapancha Bharanam. The Abharana for the Prapancha is the Bhutas. So similarly, our every single aspect, all scriptures, all bhajans, you take, they talk about Tapatraya, Lokasagara, and Loka Vimochana, Roga Vimochana, and they talk of these three lokas. So similarly, here this process of multiplying in 5 to become a nama and a rupa, the form aspect, okay, with a name, the name and the form, that process is called quintuplication, okay. Panchikarana, quintuplication. So for more details, please write down the name and Google the same thing. Now, why are we discussing Panchikarana? Because this body is also made of Panchikarana, the Pancha Mahabhutas, and these Pancha Mahabhutas are available at your fingertips. Okay, so they are available at your fingertips. What is the point if they are available at our fingertips? Okay, so what happens is in our body, we always rub our palms, cup our face, right? Now, what is happening? We lose our energy through our eyes, through our nose tips, through our lip tips, and through our fingertips and toe tips. 5 different exits: eyes, nose tip, lip tip, fingertip, and toe tip. That's why Padmasana is very good. If you are sitting in Sukhasana, sit on a mat to circulate your energy. Same is with your cupping of the palm, recirculating the energy. So when you close your eyes or when you are in deep sleep, you are touching base with your source, the Sarvagna Bija in the Hiranyagarbha. Okay, that kind of a source you have touched base with, you have rejuvenated yourself, replenished with the lost energy from the source itself. Automatically the body is fully energized. Let's not lose the energy. So we rub our palms, cup our face, open your eyes into your palm. So the energy gets recirculated. So for those who have weak eyes, a very interesting approach is bring your 2 fists like this, rub it here, and then place it on your eyes. This is the lung heat meridian point here. So this will help warm your eyes. So this is regularly you can do every 10 minutes or half an hour. Rub your fists together like this, warm it up, and then place it on your eyes. You will have tremendous energy. Okay, so coming back, cupping our face, opening our, now this energy, if it is available at our fingertips, and we can do mudras and align these elements in our body when there is an imbalance. So let's look at how macrocosm and microcosm are exactly the same. It's called as the Brahmanda and the Pindanda, or Jivatma and the Paramatma. Both are the same because we carry the Paramatma Bija within us. Okay, so let's explore what is the connect, and then we will go on to understand more about mudras. So when Gayatri ji announced it is about mudras, we are now going to discuss how to hold what for which disease. We are going to learn the science behind mudras. Then by the end of the session, I hope you will be able to understand how it all works. Okay, so let's come into the macrocosm microcosm comparison. We discussed that the world or the universe is made of Panchamahabhutas. We are made of Panchamahabhutas. What is the Panchamahabhutas? We saw space, air, fire, water, earth. Okay, now let's start with earth. There is earth in the lithosphere, the earth on our earth, and there is earth in the body. What is earth in our body? The grossest of everything. Subtlest is space, grossest is earth. Why grossest? You can hold it, you can crush it, whatever. So that kind of a gross element is earth. And so whatever you can hold and touch, your skin, your flesh, your bones, your muscles, and anything that is solid in your body is your earth element. Okay, so let's look at what happens when there is an imbalance in the earth element in the cosmos. What happens? You tell me. Cosmic earth. What happens if there is an imbalance? Unmute yourself, Simranji.
Destruction happens.
What kind? Specific.
It hurts. It pains sometimes. Yeah.
Earth. Talk of earth in the universe, cosmic, macrocosm level. Then we'll come to microcosm level. What happens if there's an imbalance in earth element?
Natural calamity?
Yeah, like earth related.
Flood.
Earthquakes.
Wonderful.
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Yes. And within the body, I told you. What are the
Stress,
aspects?
anger.
No, not emotion. At the physical
Okay.
level.
Okay. So body pain.
Wonderful. Obesity, body pain, cramps, skin related issues, and fatigue, weakness, dullness, all of these are earth related imbalance. Okay, so then we move on to water. Water related imbalance in the universe. Quickly, now you know.
Maybe
Thunder.
water related
Thunder.
imbalance will get cough, cold, if the water changes, fever,
Okay.
cough, cold.
Okay, I'm talking of macrocosm. First macrocosm, then microcosm. Think in terms of the world.
Cyclones.
No, water related.
Thunderstorms.
Jalapralaya.
Pralaya, okay. Then flood, flood, tsunami. And when that is too much of water. When there
Yeah.
is no water,
Drought.
People
drought.
die, ma'am.
No, no, drought. We're not still reaching our die stage. Okay, we are trying to recover. So, drought, famine, and all that. Okay, that is at the water element macrocosm level. In the microcosm level, water, our Shruti ji said, I think, cold, diarrhea, dehydration. When there's no water, dehydration. When there's too much water, cold, and diarrhea, and sometimes dryness. Skin dryness is also water related. Our beautician always says, okay, hydrate yourself, right? Now let's move on to fire element. What about imbalance in fire element at cosmic level or macrocosm level?
Volcanoes.
Wonderful. So volcanoes, forest fire, that is also because of
Yeah.
fire element. And in within the body, when there is a gastric, wonderful. Then most important, fire with fire.
Acidity.
Wonderful. Acidity and ulcers. Okay. So all the ulcers and acidity are formed because of imbalance in fire element. Now let's move on to air. This is very easy for all. Air element.
Storm.
Wonderful. Storm, hurricane, cyclone, whichever name it is called, tornadoes, all these different names for the same concept of severe blowing, or in the opposite, where there is lack of air, like in the mines or deep pits, then it is suffocation. Okay. And when it comes to the body, a physical body, or in it is the microcosm, what happens if there's a air related imbalance?
Gastric trouble.
Wonderful. So gastric, colic, and most important, respiratory. All your respiratory problems are air imbalances. And finally, space. So space, when there is an imbalance, the ozone layer depletion happens, the seasonal variation happens, the global warming sets up. Okay. And in the individual consciousness, anything to do with space, giddiness, loss of hearing. I told you, no, sound is the only aspect for space. So the loss of hearing, and your cardiovascular problem, and your vertigo problem, all of these are space related. In fact, sometimes your large intestine problems are also because of imbalance in space. Now we have seen all the imbalances. Now let's see how to balance them. How do you balance them? Very interestingly, we're going to look at do mudras and balance them. So what are mudras? Muddu means joy. In Kannada, muddu means joy. Okay, muddu maga we say. Muddu means joy. Dra means flowing or drawing. So you draw joy when you hold mudras. Okay, so uh, knowingly or unknowingly, we have been holding mudra. So this is the joy aspect of holding any mudras with your fingertips. How do you hold mudras? When it comes to understanding the Pancha Mahabhutas at our fingertips, which is the most important finger?
Thumb.
Thumb. And what story comes to your mind?
Ekalavya.
Ekalavya. Wonderful. So thumb is the most. Now, what is the most important element for of the Panchamahabhutas? The most important element for your Annamaya kosha. All of you know Panchakoshas, yoga students.
Water, I think. No. Annamaya.
Oh, you're looking at my
Pranamaya.
face. Annamaya
Fire.
kosha. Fire. Wonderful. Fire is the most important element. There has to be an element of warmth in the body. It is at a constant temperature. When you have fever, it goes up. It never goes down. Okay. So this concept of temperature maintenance in the body, and the moment it becomes cold, it is declared as the body is declared as dead. The body has become cold, Andra, it is dead. So what happens is the fire has to be at a constant temperature at all times, and so heat is the most important element for the body. So most important element, most important finger, thumb. Okay, next let's move on to index finger. This is the air element. Okay, so the let me finish the fire element. So the fire element at your thumb is responsible for the hero. He is the hero and he's going to balance all the other elements. Why? Because of the five elements, only fire has transformation property. Only fire can make solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Okay, so and glass to plasma state, the other higher ether level. Okay, so this is the fire's hero capabilities. And even within your body, the intelligence is in the fire. That is why they say fire your intellect. Okay, so intelligence is in the fire. See how many connects are there. You will see more and more as we go into the session. So fire is the most important element. Fire is responsible, is connected to the thumb, and fire is used for transforming the other elements. He works as the hero, he works as the mother. Okay, now stepping up, moving on, let's look at index finger. Index finger is back to the air element. Air is responsible for, you know, the other aspects of air in the body. Prana, you know how it works. Now, more than that, it is also responsible at the subtle level in your pushing your thoughts into your mind zone. Okay, so it is air which is responsible for the um, mind zone activities. Somebody is unmuted. Can you mute yourself? Yeah. So your mind zone is affected by the gushing of thoughts thanks to the air element. Then, which is the tallest element visible to all of us?
Akasha?
Akasha. And which is the tallest finger?
Middle.
Middle finger. So the tallest finger, map it to the Akasha Tattva, and so the tall element which is the farthest and visible to us, and so that is the Akasha Tattva. So we saw fire, air, space. Now we wear rings here. Why do we wear rings in this finger? Because it's called the ring finger. Where do rings come from? Metal. Where does the metal come from? So earth element. That is why they say you have four rings, then you wear one here and all the others on any other finger. If you have only one ring, always wear it only on this, because this is going to enhance the earth element in your body. It's going to add value because you're connected close to the earth. Okay, so this is the earth element. And finally, you have the little finger, which is mapped to water, which is able to go under earth everywhere, flowing pattern. Okay, so fire, air, space, earth, and water. Okay, so we have the Pancha Mahabhutas at our fingertips. And how are we going to? So we already saw they escape our body, the energy that comes. What kind of energy comes from Pancha Mahabhutas? The Pancha Mahabhutas itself came from huge, vast energy of the Sarvagna Bija, heat, light, and the sound. That sound is the Omkara, which I missed telling you at the beginning. Omkara, which is still reverberating. The universe is running to the pulsation of the Omkara. Every body, every formation in this universe is also running likewise to the same sound and the same frequency. Okay, like we saw how the apple tree becomes an apple, apple seed becomes apple tree, guava seed becomes a guava tree. They all run to a rhythm, and that rhythm in the universe, if you can hear it, and that sounds, that is the sound of Omkara. Okay, so the moment you start hearing that sound, you're connected with your source. That is why we bring Omkara into our all our chanting. Okay, so coming back to the Panchamahabhutas at our fingertips: fire, air, space, earth, water. We're going to use the hero fire to balance all the elements. So bringing all the elements together is going to be a big healer. When you do your fingers like this, it can act as a healer because all the five elements have come together, and then you can apply it. You have headache, apply it here. You have neck ache, apply it here. Shoulder ache, you can apply it here. If somebody else has a headache, you can apply your Pancha Mahabhutas onto their head, all the five fingers together. Okay, so you do try it. It's excellent. You will find out, oh my God, the universe. And then you realize the universe is at your fingertips. Okay, and then you become the creator, and You can splash color around, you can splash Panchamahabhuta around. That is why they say Ashirvada is given like this. With your Panchamahabhutas, your creative energies offered as the gift to a blessing to the person who is bowing to you or to the youngsters. Why youngsters? Because you are living with this Nama Rupa in this Panchamahabhutas is much longer than the other person. So you have more experience, you're more connect, and so you are structured to give blessings to youngsters or people who are younger than you. Okay, so how do we balance? The balancing aspect, we need to balance air. Okay, so the balancing of air is very simple. Gentle touching of your index finger and your thumb tip of your thumb and tip of your index finger. All the other fingers should not be kept like this, they should be joined together. Both hands if possible. If there is no time, single hand as you're working in the kitchen, as you're writing a project. Okay, so both hands, same effect. Single hand, good effect. Okay, and then open to the sky, sitting in a meditative posture, neck and back straight, elbows relaxed, shoulders relaxed, eyes gently closed, smile on the face. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. What happens when you hold this mudra? When you hold this mudra, the thought patterns in your mind get structured and they work towards your intent. What you intend to do, they are all driven to that focus. So, for every yoga or a yogi or a yogini, the journey is towards the divine. So concentrate and keep your intent on the divine. Brahmanishta, once you attain for Brahmanishta, with this mudra, you hold the mudra on your thighs and connect with the divine. Automatically, your thought processes are directed towards the intent, towards the object of your thought process. Since you are holding it to the divine, observe the divine within yourself. Observe all your focused energies leading to the divine within you. That divine can be in the form of a Ishtadevata, it can be in the form of a dot, it can be in the form of a sound, or that divine can just be that Sarvagna Bija, the all knowing chip residing within you. Complete concentration on that Sarvagna Bija, that single point from where we all emerged. Normal breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, energize yourself. Exhale, relax yourself. Inhale, positivity. Exhale, all the toxins. Inhale, exhale. Observe the Sarvagna Bija lodged within you, waiting to blossom, waiting to lead you to the divine. Continue with normal breathing. When you're ready, gently rub your palms. Do not open your eyes. Smile on the face. Cup your face. Open your eyes into your palm. How was it? Wonderful. So, Gyan Mudra, this is known as Chin Mudra when it is used for Kriyas and Asanas. So, there are some Agnisar Kriya and all these, some Pranayam or some Asanas where you hold Gyan Mudra. Sometimes Veerabhadrasana, you hold Gyan Mudra. So, like that, when you hold Gyan Mudra, this Mudra for asanas, when it is used for practice, then it is known as Chin Mudra. When it is used for meditation to bring focus, then it is known as Gyan Mudra. And you know automatically your thoughts are all directed towards your thought process, okay, to a single focus point. Okay, so what is the first mudra that we learned today?
Chin
Mudra.
Chin Mudra.
So the first mudra we learned on the session is the smile. You don't need any fingers for that. The second is your Gyan Mudra, Chin Mudra, also known as Gyan Mudra. Okay, so coming back, so balancing of this, we saw that air in the body is balanced, and air in the body is also working on the thought processes. Okay, so that is also balanced. Next is your middle finger. Okay, this is the Akasha Mudra. When we saw this is the Akasha element, so the hero helps balance the Akasha Mudra when there is a slight imbalance in a daily course of work. Okay, that this is a very good mudra for calcium absorption. This is a very good mudra to detoxify your body. Okay, and this mudra, never hold it when you're walking, because your space connect increases. When your space connect increases, you should not levitate. Okay, so I don't want you all flying in space. So when you're seated alone, use this mudra. Okay, so this is your space mudra or akasha mudra, calcium absorption and your space balance, and most important, detoxifying the body. Moving next, we have Prithvi Mudra. So this is your earth element, earth balance. In your earth balance, you connect very well with your bone and earth element. So earth element enhances, so that means your skin quality increases, your bone strength increases, your muscle connect increases, and all of these fat and all gets mobilized. Okay, so this is your earth mudra. Most important, like we saw calcium absorption here, it is vitamin absorption here. Okay, so eat well and hold Prithvi Mudra, then it will be a very good absorption of all the vitamins happen with this mudra. Then finally, you have balancing of water element. So when you do this, you have the little finger to the tip of thumb, it becomes your water balance mudra. And this water balance mudra helps, helps uh, this water balance mudra helps maintain the skin tone. Okay, so your beautician or your parlor charges are reduced, so they constantly say hydrate and keep your skin healthy. So this is the way to balance the water element in your body. So air balance, space balance, earth balance, and water balance. Okay, then moving on, balance is okay, it's a daily activity. Suddenly I eat gaseous food today, too much of potato, I can hold air mudra and balance the air element in the body. But what if it is a health condition? Then we need therapeutic mudra. So we need to increase the element or decrease the element based on the extremities. Okay, so Simranji, I'll come back to your question. By the end of the session, you will get your answer. There are more mudras, and we will plan which one to hold at that point of time. So coming back to the session, we have seen balancing. Now let's look at how to increase or decrease an element. So increasing an element, our hero is going to pat on the back, and that's how he is going to increase the element. To increase the element, this is a therapeutic mudra. Therapeutic mudra should not be held if you don't have a condition. Only if you have a situation or a health challenge, then you hold this mudra. And when the therapy is done, or when the health is healed, when your condition is healed and you're back to good health, automatically you should discontinue the mudras. Otherwise, a hyper stage will go to a hypo stage, or a hypo stage will go to a hyper stage. I hope you understand. Any lacking will become extreme, or any extreme will become a lacking. Okay, so you should, the moment you know the body has reached its own pace and normalcy, you should discontinue the therapeutic mudras. How do you hold the therapeutic mudra? How to hold the increasing the element mudra? Take the thumb to the base of the element. Okay, so the moment you get a pamper, you're almost alerted to heighten, right? How does a child work? It's keep on scratching on the book, and then we look at it and say, hey, that looks like a nice design, it looks like a flower. The moment attention is paid to the child, it starts working on a flower, it's given a thought process, and it will come up with a design which according to it will be a flower, but at least you've given it a focus. So similarly, here you are advising the body to increase the air element. So the thumb goes to the base of index finger to increase air element. Likewise, base of index finger to increase your space element. Base of your Prithvi to increase the earth element. For those who are extremely lean, for them to mobilize fat and enhance the strength in the body. If it is not a acquired trait, okay, if it's acquired trait, then you can't do it. If it is a situational or a conditional reduction, weakening of the body, or weight reduction in the body, then this will help increase the set it back to its normalcy. Then increasing the water element. So increasing air, increasing space, increasing earth, increasing water. extreme dehydration, extreme dryness in your eyes. Okay, the computer stuck people. Okay, for such people, this is the increasing the water element. Now, the other opposite of the spectrum, okay, is your decreasing aspect. How do you decrease anything? Suppose you have a glass of water. How do you decrease a glass of water? Those who can be on video, please be on video. It will be interesting. Yeah.
By drinking.
One is drinking. So what happens to the glass when you are reducing the water?
The air will fill.
You bend it down, right?
Bend
You have to bend it down, right? So same is our when we enter the houses. Those days the door used to be very less, so you bow down and enter the house. Why? That because when you go out, so many people praise you. So many people are looking forward to your presence. Your head strong, your egos go for a high. And when you enter the house, bow down to the people inside the house for all the seva that they are doing for you. So automatically your ego is reduced and you're relaxing when you bow down, and then you enter the house. So anyway, so now bowing down is going to reduce the element. So air element bows down to who is our hero, the transformer.
Agni.
Fire.
Agni. Which element? Fire is the element. Which is the finger map to that?
Thumb.
Perfect. So thumb. So air element bows down to the base of thumb. Okay. That is your Vayu Mudra. Okay. Wonderful. So this mudra helps reduce the air element. So anybody over 40, you're holding so many mudras. Now you'll understand why you're holding that mudras. Okay. Now anybody over 40 has to hold it because it is a colic state. Okay. Then you are like, oh, I can't eat that second pani puri pa. I will get gastric. I can't eat that kadle hittu bhaji. I can't eat that besan ka laddu because this is going to affect my gastric problem. I'm not going to have. Then this mudra is going to help you. So you can still go ahead, have your extra samosa, extra pani puri, and hold this mudra. Instantly, you will be relaxed from any colic problem. Okay. So all the other fingers are joined together, gentle placing the base of the thumb and holding the mudra. Okay, to the sky. Perfect. So then similarly, middle finger to the base. So this is air reduction, space reduction. So when this is happening, all the age related hearing problems, that will get cleared. Okay. Vertigo, very important mudra for people with vertigo. In my last session, this is my 103rd session. Okay. So in my 101st session, one of them shared, I've been doing this mudra and I found after you said, ma'am, they've been experimenting. And so they said this mudra has really helped them conquer vertigo and without tablets. So they were on tablets and this helped become work on the vertigo issue without any tablets. So this is reducing, this is anything to do with the mind space or the hearing aspect. So the hearing is cured, the lack of hearing or that bell ringing, the tinnitus problem or your vertigo problem, any cardiovascular problem. All of these are healed with this mudra. It's a therapeutic mudra. Okay. And then reducing the ring finger. So that is your reducing your earth element. So all these mudras are available on Google. What am I adding value here? How to remember it? How to map it? And what does it do? Okay. So with the concept of how it works on your body. There they only say hold this. This will become your obesity mudra. So if you Google, you will get the answer obesity mudra. It's known as Surya mudra. The names are given. No confusion. Reduce earth to reduce earth in the body. Simple. Why? How does earth reduce in your body? Yoga, pranayama, none of them help like your cardio exercises in the gym. They do not reduce weight. They mobilize and reset your metabolic rhythm. You're all yoga teachers. You should remember this. It will not reduce your weight at all. A regular practice of yoga will mobilize your fat, keep you fit, and burn your energy and not form fat in the body. So it burns your energy and doesn't clutter in the body anywhere, creating the fat aspect. So what happens? It resets the metabolic rate to the universal rhythm. And then it holds you in shape and form. Okay, so this mudra is actually a resetting mudra of your metabolic rate, also known as the obesity mudra on Google. And here This helps in reduction of weight in the body. So also by resetting the metabolic rate in the body. Okay. Then moving on to the next element, reducing the water element. So how do you reduce the water element? Bringing the base of your little finger to the base of the thumb. So this is your reduction of water element in the body. Okay. So what happened is when you reduce water element in the body, severe running nose, this helps. Severe menstrual bleeding, this helps. Okay. So, but this is not water element as such. It is Varuna Tattva, all fluids. Okay, even if it is oil, it's a fluid. Okay, the viscosity is what is different. Okay, so the fluid content goes. So be very careful. The moment I say this, your blood is a fluid. Your lymphatic gland, which secretes fluids, lymphatic fluids. Your eye producing the creating dryness is a fluid. Saliva is a fluid, and your cochlear fluid. You have the fluid in the ear region. All these fluids will also dry up. Now you understand the intensity of these mudras. They will, so be very careful when you're holding therapeutic mudras. Okay, so let's put all this together again. We saw the Panchamahabhutas at our fingertips: fire, air, space, earth, water. Fire balancing happens with touching the tips. How long to hold any mudra? 10 minutes only. How to hold a mudra? Very gentle touching, as if you're holding a butterfly and letting it out of the house. As if you're touching two live wires. You don't do this and wait for the shock. You very gently go closer to it and touch it. So this is your balancing. Hold it for maximum. Regular mudras for 10 minutes is more. Health related mudras, 10 minutes is more than enough. Okay, so balancing tips, then increasing, thumb goes to the base, and decreasing, the elements go down to the thumb, base of the thumb. Any question? Shall we move on?
Yeah, ma'am. So you said the earth one for decreasing the weight. Like if we are not doing any kind of workout, any exercise, nothing, only the earth mudra, if we are doing that, like really gonna reduce the weight?
Yes, it is going to
Okay.
reduce your weight, but it should not be acquired. It should not be gene transferred weight formation. It should be either a lethargic approach to life where you have constantly sedentary lifestyle, or because of any side effects of medicines. Then you can
Okay.
go into use this mudra. It is called a Surya mudra. Very interestingly, your palmistry talks about celestial objects connected with every fingertip, every finger, right? So you know the Jupiter Guru is connected to this. The Mars is connected to in middle finger. Similarly, for Earth, the hero is the celestial object is Sun. So it is called a Surya Mudra. When Earth reduces, Sun rises. When Earth goes to sleep, Sun rises. So it's known as Surya Mudra.
Okay. And one more question I have. So
Yeah.
while we are doing therapeutic mudras, how
Hmm.
long we need to hold the mudra?
Good question. Therapeutic mudras you hold for maximum 30 minutes. Okay. So
Okay.
the idea is you can't hold a mudra continuously. Your fingers are going to pain, right? So how long can you hold a mudra? If you hold for 1 minute, 10 different times in a day, the effect is going to be the same. So I hold for 1 minute. Now I'm talking to you. I hold for 1 minute. Then I relax. And then I go back to my daily work. And then I come back and hold for another minute. So every 1 hour, in 10 hours, I cover 10 minutes. Doesn't matter. You'll get the desired benefit. Okay. So you can't hold mudras continuously. Never mind. 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes in the afternoon, 2 minutes in the evening, 4 minutes in the night. That will also be working on you. Okay. So you can, that is the best part of mudras. You can spread it over the day. Okay, so let's come back. Yes, Simran.
Ma'am, one question. Are they mudras for all parts of the body, like for the upper body, then the
I am coming. Coming to that. We are
yeah.
going to work on mudras at element level. Then we're going to work on mudras at function level. Your digestive function, your respiratory function, your communication function, your excretion, say elimination function. All of these are going to be a mudra set. And then you're going to have organ mudras. and then you're going to have element mudras, function mudras, organ mudras, all the organs put together,
Yeah.
and finally your condition, knee pain and this thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
now coming back to your yeah, the best one for meditation. We'll come to that. We'll come to that slowly. Wait, give me 7 o'clock. We will discuss 7 o'clock. It is now. So maybe by 7:45 we will discuss the best 6 daily mudras. Okay. And coming back to our quick session now, what we learned is balancing, increasing, and decreasing. Can you all tell me what do you do when you're yawning? Universal approach to yawning. What do you do other than cupping your mouth?
We just make
What do you? What
that
is the
whistle
gesture that you
sound.
do?
We
What is the
touch
gesture?
the space and fire finger and just we twist
You're
it.
going into mudras already. What do we generally do? What is
We
the
look,
finger?
we look up actually.
We click our fingers,
Yeah,
right?
that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Why? Why? Because when you're yawning, you're going to sometimes mess with the space element in your jawline. Okay, so to avoid, otherwise you can do anything. You can clap your hands, you can look up, you can do something else. But we usually do this, right? All of us, right? Why it is like that? Because you are aligning the space element, alignment in the jaw. If it gets disturbed, this will help realign it. Okay, then the universal mudra, no, I should not say mudra. The universal way we show when we go to the restroom, visit the restroom in a class.
Little finger.
Yeah.
Showing
Why?
little finger.
Why do we do
It
that?
represent water.
Water is on a high, all other elements are on a low. So there was this Gurukula system when the Guru used to take his disciple into a bubble and he used to give them knowledge, right? All of us are in a different zone now. All of you initially started what kind of session? Then you're slowly hooked with the questions and then the interaction and then the connect. So now you're all hooked and we're all in a small bubble and we are in our own zone, in our own universe. Similarly, children, in those days, the Gurukula system used to take them to a zone, and so I didn't want anyone shouting restroom sir and spoil the bubble. So the child is supposed to show this and run away from the scene without disturbing the class or the guru's disciple connect. Okay, so that is how it is. Now let's explore some more aspects. Give me a minute. Sorry, yeah. So what happens is when a child in a school, I always take this example, when a child in a school wins a trophy, sports trophy. Okay, this is a slight deviation from mudras, but we're exploring the pancha mahabhutas. So when a child wins a trophy, what do we tell the child? And it comes home saying, Amma, I'm very thrilled. Today I won the best student trophy for sports. You should be proud of me. And the children, the school bus cheering, class teachers cheering, class students, his classmates are cheering. So what do we tell when the child comes home? Where is the child? In what zone is it is the child? Anybody? Highly.
Cheerful, excitement, very excited.
So when you're very excited, where are you?
In space.
What is it called? He's on?
Out of the world.
Wonderful. He's out of the world. He's on cloud nine, seventh heaven. All of these are, there are 7 lokas. The final loka is Satya Loka. So the seventh heaven. Okay. So he's on cloud nine, seventh heaven. All of these are discussed. They put you on a space mode. The mind zone is super high, expanded. Okay. And then 2 days we tolerate, 1 week we tolerate. Even the parents join. Oh, my son has won the shield today, sports shield and all that. And finally, after some time, we get bored. After 1 week, 10 days, he's still showing off. What do you tell him?
Come down to earth.
Time to be grounded.
Calm.
It's time to be
Calm.
grounded. Correct. Yes, yes. So what I generally say is, you were not the only person that day. The Adi Devika, it didn't play havoc and throw rain, right? That day there was no rain. Then the bus didn't give you trouble. The bus driver came on time. He picked you up and dropped you on time, and your friends cheered for you. Your teacher also encouraged you, and all of this happened, and the track was neat, and there was no issues. So it was a free flow of universe conspiring to work with you, attain your journey and your success. So it's not you alone doing it, it's the universe working with you. So you have to thank everything. How do you thank? So you tell the child you have to thank everything, and you can't go to each one. If you see them, okay. If you don't even see, I can't talk to a bus. How do you generally thank the universe?
By doing namaskara.
Wonderful. So you go ask him, put it in your puja room, put your award in the puja room, go do a namaskara. How do you do namaskara?
Then join.
Going down, sitting and going down, like doing the child pose.
Wonderful. So like doing the child pose, your head touches the earth. You're grounded. So your head touches the earth and automatically you're grounded. Or you ask him to do this. Why? All any channels that are blocked with the high energy to the head, automatically that gets released also. Okay. So you're going down to the earth. And then how do you apply kumkum?
With the ring finger.
What is that? Your ring finger is your earth element touching your space element to ground you. Okay, autumn. What color is the what color is the kumkum?
Maroon, like
Maroon. Which is the
turmeric
best
mix.
color? Which is the best color for earth when you're gardening?
Maroon, the
Red color.
brown.
Yellow
Red,
color.
red.
Red color mud. So red color mud is very good for gardening. That means for any creation to happen, red color is important. So you apply red color with your ring finger onto your forehead. How wonderfully connected. All the Panchamahabhutas, the color aspect, everything is connected in this single mudra. And now, if it is Raksha Bandhan or a king going out for war, how do you apply the same red kumkum?
Middle
With,
finger.
yeah,
How
with
does it? Middle finger going up. What is the
um,
middle finger? Not middle
thumb
finger.
going up.
Thumb
Thumb
Thumb.
going
going
up.
up. It's always with the thumb. You cut the queens used to cut their finger, use red blood, and then activate the element, red element, water element, fluid element, and the fire is aggravated. So it is aggravation, making him more aggressive, but with a balanced approach. He can't go recklessly killing people. He has to follow the rules of the war. He can't do same side goal. He has to work on this goal with a journey into the victory, right? So fire has to be aggravated, not recklessly, with a balance. So the point of forehead, the central point where it is balanced, and then you increase the fire element, giving him a path or in giving him a drive. By whom? It is done by the his Ardhangini, the wife or the mother, who are um, uh, who are people who would pray for his life from a deer aspect. Okay, so this is, and a brother on Raksha Bandhan day. That also the sister applies to tilak to the brother like this. Pani Graha happens. Your five fingers come together. The bride's five fingers come together. The groom's five fingers hold the five fingers. Why? Her Panchamahabhutas surrender to his Panchamahabhutas, and he is taking responsible for their Panchamahabhutas. Okay, so that is how all these aspects are happening. Okay, so going forward, in fact, Japamala. How do you hold your Japamala? Which finger?
With middle
Mid,
earth finger
middle and
and
thumb.
thumb.
Yeah, middle finger and thumb. You put it here and then you roll it, right? So it goes like this. How? Why? Because this is your space connect, your divine connect. That is where the universe started. And this is more of thought processes and your ego element, your guru element, who's going to lead you. This is a gift. But this is where your space connect, divine connect happens. And so the Japamala runs on this. Okay. So these are all tidbits of what happens in your daily life. In spite of not knowing it, still we have been doing all of these. every day. Okay, so coming back to our now let's explore the same Panchamahabhutas in your body. Let's start at our feet. I will start with the first one. It is the earth element from the toe to the Muladhara chakra, bottom of the spine. Okay, so that is the earth element. All elements are existing. Earth element is dominant. Okay, now rise a little above the lower abdomen, below your navel till the lower of the spine. Okay, the Mooladhara chakra, from your Manipura chakra to the Mooladhara chakra. Observe, walk into your body, observe all the organs there, and tell me which is the dominant element. We have already finished earth. So, of the remaining four elements, which is the dominant element in your lower abdominal region?
Water.
Agni.
How? What is that?
Fire.
Fire.
How water? How fire?
Fire is like it helps to digestion. The Jatragni helps for digestion. So Agni.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Hariniji, you have to substantiate your answer.
I thought there is a uterus and mutra kosha there.
Awesome. So you have your urinary bladder, you have your kidney, purification of blood. You have your large intestine, which needs fluids to push the waste out. You have your small intestine, which absorbs food not as food but as rasa. Your food is converted into rasa. Absorption happens there. Okay, and most important, uterus is there. And where does the embryo formed? Where is the sperm and the ova merged together to form a new life in the water body, in your water sac within the uterus? So the universe, exactly like your earth, water, and soil. Here also, we are all surviving on earth only because of the water element. Here also, in the uterus, it's in the water element that the creation happens of the newborn. So that kind of a creation is again related to water. So creativity comes in the Swadhisthana chakra, which is between your Manipura and your Mooladhara. So this journey, this part of the body is water dominant. Wonderful answer, Hariniji. Now going above, right above the abdomen, below your chest. So what is the dominant element? We finished earth and water. All elements are prevalent. Which is the dominant element?
Fire will be the dominant here.
Pardon?
Air. Air is the dominant.
Below your
Agni.
chest, Agni.
Agni.
Yeah, Simranji, now it is that your fire element, where it is the digestion happens, the Jatar Agni works, okay, and digestion happens. That is why it's known as Yagna. Your everyday eating ritual is known as Yagna because your Homa Kunda is there. Whatever you cook at home, all the ladies, excuse me, your body, your own body does not relish it. Only your tongue relishes it. What goes into the body, the stomach has its own kitchen and has its own Panchamrita, saliva, stomach acid, bile juice, intestinal juice, and your fluids flowing from the liver. All of these are your Pancha Amrita falling into the food, which is your Jatar Agni. Food is fallen into the Jatar Agni, your Ahuti is given, and then in that Ahuti, Panchamrita is falling. And when the Panchamrita is falling, this Havana, it becomes a Havana, and you chant all the shlokas to activate the Havana. Okay, so that is about fire element. Like above the chest, so we saw all the organs in the fire element, which are all acid related, okay, or secretion related. Okay, so that is the and fluid dominate, fluid adding with fire element. Agni tattva in the fluid, if whether it is fluid or solid, it has a Agni element to it. And then going up, so we saw the stomach, spleen, liver, gallbladder in that zone. Okay, then going up, chest region, what are the organs and which is the dominant? From your chest all the way to your Agnya chakra.
Vayu.
Vayu. What are the active organs that you saw in your
Lungs,
chest
heart.
region?
Lungs,
Lungs, heart. Okay, and then going up,
throat, nose,
yeah.
nose.
Throat, nose, all are air related. In your throat, you have the larynx and the pharynx. Pharynx conducts air to the lungs. Your larynx is your voice box where communication happens. How does communication happen? Through like a flute where your air is blown through it and space is related and connected. Correct? So air is modified or controlled movement of the air helps in releasing the voice that comes through your communication. Okay, so that is your chest, lungs, heart, alveoli, the capillaries, and going up your pharynx and the larynx. Going further up is the nose, where exchange of gases happen, and that is how it is air dominant till here. Okay, so we saw what is left out now.
Akasha, space.
Wonderful. So all elements are existing, but space is dominant from your Agnya chakra to the top of your head, Sahasrara chakra. So tell me, how should space be?
Open.
We are getting energy from Sahasrara and Agnya Chakra from
How
space.
should space be? What is the attribute? When do you say there is space?
Open.
Open. Then
Unlimited.
unlimited. Then how do you say? I have space next to me.
Control the
Someone-
everything. Control the everything.
Vast. Vast.
How do you say? I have space next to me.
Vast.
Someone sit next to me.
Free.
How do you say there is space in the pot? You can fill it with rice. It has to be
Empty.
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 so. How do you keep your head? so this has to be empty. How is space? Void. Void is the word, right? So this has to be empty, and we cannot keep it empty. It's very, very difficult. So our journey into single focus, ekagrata abhyasa, which both Yoga Sutra says and Bhagavad Gita says. So that will help you at least come down from the multitude of thoughts, from the multiverses, come to a universe, and that universe, verse is shloka. Verse means shloka, right? Have you ever thought like that? Universe. Verse is shloka. This verse is universe is running on a single shloka called Omkara. So when you're running into multiverses, oh, I want apple, I want draksha, I want watermelon. Now summer season, all fruits are coming. Then you say, no, 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 I will multi options. Then you reduce it to one single option, and you focus on a single fruit and work on that fruit, whether it is ripe or raw. Again, different universes for that fruit. And then you come down to the single fruit that you choose from the basket, and you start eating it. So this part has to be empty, because if you can keep it empty, you are in samadhi state. Since you cannot keep it in empty, and we are still in the journey to keep it empty, because that's where it started from, nothingness. Okay, our black energy, which our friend shared here, and from that it became something, and that thought process and that chit shakti, and from that manifested the universe with the panchamahabhutas. So now we are trying to go back to that. Where did we start from? The source, the Sarvagna Bija. We are all trying to go back to that same journey into that. When we leave our house on a trip, how do we feel? Do we come back? How do we come back? We're like, first day is joyful, photos on Facebook splashed everywhere. Second day is excellent, new trials, new zip lining, all of that tried, parachuting, paragliding, all of that done. Then third day, fourth day, fifth day, you want your dal rice. You want your dal chapati, you want your rasam rice and curd rice at home. So you're waiting to rush back. That is temporary on earth. Our real journey started when we started from the source, when this universe manifested. That was evolution. We are all trying to go back into involution mode, back to our source of the creation, back from where we emerged. We are carrying that concept, that Sarvagna Bija within ourselves. That is why our scriptures say, don't look for God outside, look for it within you. Activate that chip. You are the Shakti, you have the Shakti, become the Buddhi potential, become the plan from the successful project already delivered. Go back to the plan format. That is where we started from. So whether it is a plan format, whether it is seed format, or whether it is just an empty format, stay there, hold yourself with the knowledge. Okay, with the knowledge that this is what we have gone through, and but we can hold ourselves. Keep yourself mentally strong and work on this journey. Okay, so now coming back to our that journey, that is why it's called Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means the path of the Brahman. The Brahman is what we started with, that Chit Shakti, where it was in potential mode, where it was still in plan, cosmic plan mode. That is called the Brahman. So easy. Brahmacharya is not about sex. It is about Brahman, the concept of Brahman, where you were a plan in somebody's, in cosmic plan. You were a part of a plan. You're going back to the plan mode after being manifested. Okay, so now that is a little bit of spirituality and yoga. Coming back to our mudras. So we have seen the journey of the 5 Panchamahabhutas within the body. Okay, and your body organs are going to be the happiest for the first time in your life. I think you've visited yourself from toe to head, visiting high to all your organs, including your larynx, pharynx, your ears, your chest, your lungs, your spleen, your uterus, your all your kidneys and urinary bladder, all of them. They are rejoicing. So coming back to our session, we can see the Panchamahabhuta in a day, starting in the morning till the evening. You can see the Panch where it is starting with earth element, water element, fire element when the sun is at a peak. Then evening is air element where you feel slight breezy, and towards the end in the night it's space element going back to the source. So that is why you have 3 stages of sleep: Jagrata, Swapna, and Shushupti state. In Jagrata, you are awake. In Swapna, you are in dream state. And in Shushupti, you don't know who's ringing the bell also. That kind of a deep sleep state. So what happens is, in a deep sleep state, you actually touch base with your source, our source, that Chit Shakti, and that plan of action where you are going back, rejuvenating yourself. That is why after a good night's sleep, you are fully energized, because you have replenished all that you have lost as energy in the, why? You went into your source, powered yourself up, your power bank. You touched base with that. It's known as Nitya Pralaya. Even during a year, in now it's a Vasanta Ritu. In the Ritu, this is all about earth formation, blossoming, bud. And then it goes into the water mode, summer, where you have to give lots of water. Then it moves on to the watering mode starts along with fire mode. And after peak summer goes, and then wind comes, autumn comes, and after autumn it is a space element in the December season. Okay, so that is how through the year, through the body, through the lifetime, when you start, it is about, when a child is born, it is about earth formation in its first 12 years. You say eat well, grow well. This is when the bones are formed, muscles are formed. This formation will stay till your end of life. So do a balanced exercise. We keep telling the children, wake up early in the morning, do some exercise, and then go to school. And sports activities are high within your first 16 years. All this is because it is earth related. Then it becomes hormonal connection when it is puberty time, and hormonal are all about secretions, and that is become fluid, water based. And then intellect driven, career driven, higher studies, education, getting married, creation of a new child, birth of the marriage happens. All these are fire, karma, agni, and work related. All of these are intellect driven, fire driven. And 40 plus, it is vata driven. And when it is vata driven, it is all about colic and gastric. And finally, in your 50s and 60s, it is space driven. So you are constantly there's a transition happening from earth to water, water to fire, fire to air, air to space, back to our source. And even if you look at your body, we saw space, air, fire, water, earth. Closest to earth is earth, and highest, topmost is your space element. From the subtlest here to the grossest. Okay, that is how the journey is. And when in your life, it is grossest to the subtlest. We started from the subtlest, became the grossest. From the grossest, you're going back to the subtlest. That is why you're always wondering, how did this person suddenly turn spiritual and doing a lot of yatra after his retirement? All these years, I never seen him say God's name even once. So then they become spiritually oriented. That is because of this journey of dominance. Which element is dominant within you at any point of time? Okay, that is what is going to do the magic and work with you. What is our journey? As yogis and yoginis, keep all of them in a balance at all times. Be spiritual, be driven by the body, be driven by the mind, be driven by the fire, be driven by the water, be driven by the earth element. Be driven and be in balance with all these elements to attain cosmic alignment. That is why they say being in samsara and being spiritually driven is the best challenge and a very good challenge compared to the rishis and munis. It's easy to do that. You're only doing that. Here, it is a real challenge where you can be spiritually driven in spite of your regular routine and chores at your daily desk. So coming back to mudras, sorry for the deviation, we'll quickly learn what are the other function-based mudras. Okay, so the function-based mudras are your body functions. So we know Pancha Prana, you also know Pancha Upaprana in the course of, I'm sure Ayurveda doctor would have taught you, Ashwini ji would have taught you about Pancha Prana and Pancha Upaprana. They are all responsible for functions. Okay, the Pancha Prana, what are the Pancha Prana? All of you know?
Fire, air,
No. Prana,
space.
Pancha Prana. That is
Prana.
Vana, Apana, Udana, Samana, Prana.
wonderful. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana. Perfect. So what happens is this, what air you breathe in is the same as what is outside. Whether you blow air into a balloon, air inside the balloon and outside the balloon are same. Once you prick the balloon, the air merges. Similarly, in our body, the prana is the same. Okay. So that prana are 5 types. Okay, 5 upa types. Subtypes are 5. We will not go into it given our time restriction. We will do the pancha main prana, pancha mukhya prana. This pancha prana is about first is the respiratory function. So it's called pranavayu. So respiratory function. Then go a little below in your stomach region. It is samana vayu, helping with digestion. Then a little below elimination, apana vayu. Then you have for circulation vyana, and finally for digestion samana. Okay, so prana for digestion, samana for prana for respiration, samana for digestion, apana for elimination, vyana for circulation, udana for communication and buoyancy. Okay, so pancha prana, how to remember this? Madam, you're teaching too many things in a very short time, so let's make it easy. What do you do? Prana is what? Life force. How do you expand your life force? Don't tell me pranayama. How do you expand your life force other than yoga and pranayama? In our scriptures, what do they say? What should you do?
Karma.
No. What should you do in this world?
Meditation. Meditation.
All yoga, pranayama, meditation. Yes. After that.
Balanced diet.
Wonderful. For balanced diet, what is the best approach?
Ma'am, best approach is whatever it comes, whether it is good or bad.
Not in mind zone, in your daily activity. What should you do or not do to live a long life?
Limited.
Something connected to diet.
Limited. Food.
Limited and
Healthy.
for diet
Fresh,
related.
fresh.
You have,
Water.
you have to fast. You have to fast. Fast is known as upavas. So to lengthen your lifespan, you need to do upvas. UPVAS. U for Udana, P for Prana, V for Vyana, A for Apana, S for Samana. So I've just put it together to remember it easily. Upvas, you know all the Pancha Prana. U for Udana, P for Prana, V for Vyana, A for Apana, S for Samana. U for Udana, communication, P for Prana, respiration, V for Vyana, circulation, A for Apana, elimination, S for Samana, digestion. Okay, so now I'll just tell you interesting aspect about Apana, elimination. So what do you mean by elimination?
Wastage.
Throwing out waste. Okay, so you have 3 types of physical waste, which is
Sweat.
sweat,
And urine.
urine,
And undigested food.
The stools. Okay, that is called stool. Okay, purisha, sweda, sweat, sweda. Then you have stools, purisha, and mutra for urine. These are the three. I'm sure Ayurveda doctor has covered all this. So these three are thrown out of the body using apana. Apana pushes it out. So it says, you're not part of my body, you go out. Has apana been ever cranky? Say Saturday, Sunday, chutti chahiye, I need leave. Or as apana said, oh, today I'm cranky, I'm going to throw out your organs. Urinary bladder out, kidney out. No, they all run to a cosmic rhythm, magic within your body. Okay, so this kind of magic happens within your body. You please connect with your pranas when you're doing meditation. Connect with your all your mudras, which will help you connect with the universe. Okay, now coming back to the pancha prana. Elimination also includes labor. Okay, the for normal labor, normal birthing process. Okay, so this mudra helps for pregnant ladies. Pregnant ladies. So what happens is pregnant ladies should not hold any mudra because we are using prana. What happens when we hold mudras? Prana gets redirected to all other parts of the body to correct the element. 1 minute. So prana is redirected. So similarly, this prana gets redirected after digestion. You should not have redirection of prana. It should focus on digestion. Similarly, after digestion, no mudras. After during pregnancy, no mudras. Prana has to work on the mother and the child. Okay. So 1 minute. Sorry. So prana helps it gets redirected when we hold mudras. So prana helps the child and the mother to grow. It should not be misused. It should not be troubled. Only in the last month, 1 month before the due date, the pregnant lady can start holding the mudras. So coming back to the pancha prana mudras. First is prana mudra. So two fingers for pancha mudras, pancha prana mudras. So first is prana mudra. Your little ring finger and little finger come together. Okay. Prana mudra. So this mudra is for energizing and immunity enhancing. A very good mudra. Hold it for 10 minutes. You will feel a surge of energy. Okay. This is a daily mudra. You can do it every day. All the pancha prana mudras you can do daily, like your balancing mudras. They are not therapeutic. Then apana mudra. Okay. This is the middle two fingers. So one by one, I'm releasing the fingers. So how to remember prana mudra? Gun. So to take out somebody's prana, this works as a gun, or to enhance your prana, you can hold it like this. Okay, so this is prana mudra. Just a easy way to remember. Okay, so remember it as the gun. Then you have apana mudra. Okay, so apana mudra is for elimination. So anybody with constipation problem, this will help them cure it. Okay, then you have Vyana mudra, side by side, for easy circulation. You should not split the fingers are joined together. Okay, this is your Vyana mudra. Okay, and then you have Udana mudra. I told controlled movement of the communication, controlled movement of the wind. So Vyana mudra, same side by side, place the middle finger on the index finger nail. So this becomes Udana mudra. Okay, so Prana mudra, Apana mudra, Vyana mudra, then Udana mudra. Any doubts? All these two fingers should not be split, it should be together. Then finally, you have for digestion, Samana mudra. The one we started when all the 5 fingers come together, Samana mudra. Now you know why we have to eat with all our 5 fingers? It's going to activate your Samana mudra, work easy on your digestion. So next time somebody eats on the spoon with a spoon, nothing wrong. Ask them to hold the spoon with the 5 fingers and eat it. Okay, so that way your Samana will get activated. Okay, so that is your Samana, the digestive mudra. Okay, so respiration mudra, elimination mudra, circulation mudra, Communication mudra. Anybody is speaking for 2 hours, 3 hours, or morning you wake up to the fan with a dry throat, this mudra will help you cure that condition, and your throat will become relaxed again. If it is dryness of throat, you have to prescribe Varuna mudra, so that water balance and the fluids get replenished. If it is a strain of the throat, then Udana mudra, communication channel. Okay, so find out what is the reason and then prescribe the mudras. Okay, so these are the function based 5 mudras: Prana mudra, Apana mudra, Vyana mudra for any cramps. You're sitting and working and you suddenly get a cramp, then Vyana mudra, Udana mudra for communication, Samana mudra for digestion. Okay, then let us look at 2 combination mudras. What are the 2 combination mudras? We saw Pancha Prana mudras, we saw balancing mudras. Okay, now 2 combination mudras. One is Apana and Vayu mudra. So this is Vayu mudra, reducing the air element with Apana. So this is known as Sanjeevani mudra. An excellent mudra for heart patients and BP patients. Sanjeevani mudra. Okay, this is a lifesaver. That's why it's called a Sanjeevani mudra. And next is Vayu Shunya mudra. Reduce Vayu also, reduce Shunya also. Both of them. A very good mudra, everyday mudra. Okay, because this is going to keep your body totally healthy. This is a disease-free mudra. Most of our diseases are carried by air. So this is a disease-free mudra because we are restricting that carriage, whatever is carried into the body by the air, we are restricting that, inflicting our health, having an impact on the earth. Okay, this mudra is because these 2 elements are reduced. Your space element is reduced, the air which is pushing, responsible for pushing thoughts, is reduced. This mudra is a depression curing, anxiety curing, stress releasing mudra. So it is a daily mudra. So this is, we have seen in balancing mudra, increasing mudra, decreasing mudra, and we saw Pancha Prana mudras. We saw 2 combination mudras, Apana Vayu mudra and Vayu Shunya mudra. Okay, now we're going to look at a list of 6 daily mudras using these mudras that we have learned. So for everyday health, okay, the first is Prithvi mudra. First is Gyan mudra. Okay, Gyan mudra, as you need your memory enhanced and mind activated. So Gyan mudra, which we automatically do when we do Rangoli outside the house. We sprinkle water and do Rangoli. With which 2 fingers do you do Rangoli? You are activating your index finger. And so tomorrow onwards, 10 minutes. Each mudra, 10 minutes. 6 daily mudras, 10 minutes, 60 minutes. So I'm just telling you a timeline to remember it. But you can do all the 6 together. I generally set an alarm. If I have to wake up at 6, I keep it at 5. And I do all the 6 daily mudras in my bed and then I wake up. You can do it lying down. You can do watching TV. You can do thinking of God. You can do in a puja. You can do however you want. You can do mudras. You're already doing mudras. You already saw, right? So similarly, here also we are going to do first Gyan mudra, then Prithvi mudra for absorbing vitamin. This can be done after breakfast if you're going to spread it through the day. Then after lunch, only mudra, only asana after lunch. What is it? Sorry.
Vajrasana.
Vajra. Similarly, only mudra after a heavy lunch is Apana Vayu mudra. Apana Vayu mudra. Apana mudra, the Mrigi mudra for dancers with Vayu. Bring the air to the base of the thumb. This is after a good meal. Immediately, wherever you want to burp or wherever there is a gas stuck in the body, it will immediately get released. Any colic pain will go away. Simranji, you have to bend down your index finger to base of thumb. Then it is complete. Apana Vayu mudra. Yes. So this is the 3rd daily mudra. Gyan mudra, Prithvi mudra, Apana Vayu mudra. And then if you're taking a walk after lunch, hold this mudra and walk. Okay, you were asking me, right, what to hold when you're walking? This can be held. Then next is after a heavy day, evening you come home, you light your puja, light your lamp in the evening and near Tulsi Mata, you can hold Prana Mudra. Your energy are at a low at that point of time. So you hold Prana Mudra, and then finally after that you can hold Dhyana Mudra. So we saw all the organs in the front of the palm. The nervous system is at the back of the palm. So you hold Dhyana Mudra, palm over palm, which is known as Dhyana Mudra. So what we hold for meditation is Jnana Mudra. We can also hold Dhyana Mudra to calm our nerves. Okay, somebody had asked me, what is mudra for meditation? So Dhyana, how to hold Dhyana Mudra? Your left hand on right palm for women and right hand over left palm for men. Okay, when the women hold it left on top, it is known as Bhairavi Mudra. When the men hold it on top, it is Bhairava Mudra. But the name is Dhyana, common name is Dhyana Mudra, palm on palm. This can be held like this, or it can be held with thumbs touching. So balancing of heat also happens. Then you have, or you can hold Jnana Mudra in Dhyana Mudra. So like this. Okay, so Jnana used for Dhyana. Again, the rule applies. Left palm on top for women and right palm on top for men. Okay, so it is known as Jnana Dhyana Mudra. So you have many options to do for meditation. Just plain Dhyana Mudra, cooling your nervous system, or Jnana Dhyana Mudra, or only the thumb touching heat balancing mudra. Okay, so that is your fifth mudra for the day. Then finally conclude the day with Vayu Shunya Mudra, where you want to be no thoughts. You have 100 thoughts, planning for tomorrow, multitasking, multi-planning, all in the mind zone. Reduce all of that. To reduce all of that, when you go to bed, hold this mudra. Okay, so this mudra is an excellent mudra to reduce your space and air element. Most important, disease free. So thought free and disease free with a mudra without any effort on your side. Okay, so let's go back to the 6 daily mudras. Prithvi Mudra, Jnana Mudra, Prithvi Mudra, Apana Vayu Mudra, Dhyana Mudra, Prana Mudra, and Shunya Vayu Shunya Mudra. Okay, wonderful. So you're a healthy lifestyle in a healthy body. Wonderful. So with yoga, with pranayama. So the very important question, Simran ji, one of you asked was for meditation, question answered. For walking, what I suggest is right hand you hold prana mudra, left hand you hold apana vayu mudra. So that will be an excellent mudra for. Okay, any questions? Anybody? Any questions? Shall we move on?
Yeah, ma'am. I have just one question.
Yeah.
So, like there are three doses in our body, like Bhat, Pitta, and Kapha. So, is this mudras help for those also to balance them?
Yeah, there are other mudras which I can't cover today. One is Chakra Mudra and one is Surabhi Mudra.
Hello.
Both of them
Can you
are
hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? I can hear you. Okay, we have two more mudras which are meant for dosha balancing. They are called as Chakra Mudra and Surabhi Mudra. Both of them help in dosha balancing and aura enhancing. That is, one is organ based, organ healthifying. Another is hormone balancing. So we will cover it whenever time permits. It will be too much for this session. So before I conclude, how to prepare? Many of you might be finding it very difficult to hold all the fingers together like this. Okay, so the other fingers are not standing together when you're holding the mudras. So how to work on the mudras? Every night, apply oil on all your fingers and hold using samana mudra with your right hand. From the bottom up, you massage your fingers with oil. Okay. Can you see that? You can also do alongside with a smile on the face. Both hands. Now this hand samana mudra. Forget what happens is our body tends to release. So this mudra, what I'm saying is excellent just before bed, not only for flexing your fingers, but this is a mudra for curing sinus. This is a mudra for, this is also known as a mudra. This activity of all the meridians, the Chinese, which they call the meridians, are all running in your fingers on all sides. They also get relaxed at the same time, energized. Okay, so this 20 times each finger with your favorite Omkara or any japa. Okay, so that is the one approach. Along with that, clockwise 5 times, anti-clockwise 5 times movement. Okay, clockwise 5 times, anti-clockwise 5 times. Move your fingers at the root, at the base. Very nicely, you will see that it is getting flexible. Then, how to prepare your hands for the mudras. This is for flexing. Now, when you do it for a week, automatically you will find that your fingers are becoming flexible and ready to hold any mudras. Okay, then finally, how to prepare your hands once a day when you wake up in the morning. How to prepare your hands? You have to just observe how much energy is between your palms. Smile on the face, palms together, gently move it apart, bring it close. Do not touch the palms, bring it apart, move it close. See the energy levels. Smile on the face. Now, tightly close. Inhale, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, tightly, open, close, 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 open, close. Now we're going to clap our hands 30 times, 3 times on each side, left, right, and center. So that is 9 plus 1 at the forehead level. That will be palm on palm, finger on finger, and thumb on thumb. All the impact should be on every finger and the entire palm. So that clapping 30 times, 3 rounds of how I said. So join your palms here at your left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Second round. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Third round. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. And hold your palms together. Do not separate them. And start brushing your palms continuously. Keep brushing, keep brushing, keep brushing your palms. Smile on the face. Till I tell you to stop. Let there be warmth. Finger on finger, thumb on thumb, palm on palm. Do not miss out on your fingers. Now, gently make some distance and see how much energy has built up from where we started. Can you see the difference? Very gently and very slowly observe the magnetic effect.
Yes.
Yeah. Now bring your 5 fingers together, your Samana Mudra on one hand, right hand. Activate your palm chakra. And then with the next hand, activate your palm chakra. Rub your palms, cup your face, open your eyes into your palm. Lot of energy. You can apply this energy all over your body. Wonderful. Any questions, any feedback I can take now? You're all ready with mudra knowledge. So you can enhance now. You can Google and learn them all online. And balancing, increasing, decreasing, pancha prana mudras and 2 combination mudras for daily mudras. Okay. And how to prepare your hand and how to also flex your hands. We saw all of this in the
Ma'am,
session.
increasing decreasing ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸತಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ ma'am.
Increasing, your hero is your thumb. He goes to the base of every element to increase the element and decrease the element. The elements bow down to the hero.
Increasing it?
Thumb goes to the base of every element.
Okay.
Element stands strong.
So how long can we keep it like, how long can we keep the mudra like this?
All these are therapeutic mudras. So no keeping of mudras unless you have a health condition. So how long you have to keep it depends on how yoga, how much can you do? Only to the limit your body can support. So if there is a prescription of 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, what you have to do is spread it. hold it for some time, your fingers start paining, some work comes up, emergency work, you can't say I'm holding mudra. So you relax, go back 5 minutes, then 5 minutes, then 5 minutes. If your hands are not, or 2 minutes spread over, 3 minutes spread over, the choice is yours.
Ma'am, I would also like to ask, are there any mudras for emotions?
Yeah, why you want to increase emotions or decrease emotions?
No, suppose a child is scared of the exam time. So there is fear. So how do we guide the child?
Jnana and dhyana. That fear for exam, you can't reduce fear emotion. You should not reduce fear emotion. Bhaya bhakti beko. Bhaya irli. Let there be fear. He has to have bhaya and bhakti for any project. But at the same time, he should not be overconfident. At the same time, do not reduce emotion. You help him how to handle the emotion. That is what Om Shanti is about. We started the session there. I will have turbulence, but give me Shanti through the turbulence. Let my mind be at peace. So that should be there. You should know how to handle the emotion.
Okay.
How can you do that? By giving him confidence in the subject. You have to be scared better, but at the same time, prepare well. So when the question, you are fully prepared. For that, you have concentration mudras, memory enhancing mudras that can be practiced with a breathing pattern. We will discuss at some other point of time.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it was a very wonderful session. I learned a lot actually in this limited time. So do you take classes or something about mudra classes?
Yeah, I do on my platform once a month, first weekend of every month.
Okay, so can we also get the link?
Yeah, it's a free session only. It's a free session. Every month I repeat the same thing. Only I might add a few points here and there.
All right, fine.
Yeah, you can
Ma'am, I
connect
have
with
a question.
Gayatri ji for my contact.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. And one last question: are there mudras for the feet also? Feet, fingers?
Toes, yes, there are. Very rarely this question has been asked in the session. Okay, this is the second time in the 103 sessions that somebody has asked. Yes, there are mudras. You can't hold mudras.
Okay.
The toes are not flexible like your fingers. In fact, only man can use it. All other animals also don't have this flexibility of their fingers. Only man can draw and use it for other skill sets also. Draw and this thing, bend it down, and others are all fixed phalanges.
Okay.
Very limited using, only for clawing or only for holding. Very limited functions are defined for their fingers.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Thank you so much.
So we do karanyasa, right? We rub all the finger while doing karanyasa. Is it related to mudra?
Absolutely, you're heightening, so increasing the elements, and actually you're touching upon all the meridians in the this thing. Angushtabhyam namaha, tarjanibhyam namaha, madhyamabhyam namaha, anamikabhyam namaha, kanishtikabhyam namaha, karaprishthabhyam namaha, paratalaprishthabhyam
namaha.
Yeah, you have when you do nevedyam, pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha, vyanaya swaha, udanaya swaha, samanaya swaha. You have pancha puja, lam prithvyatmane gandham samarpayami, ham akashatmane pushpe pujayami, ham vayu atmane dhupam agrapayami, ram agni atmane deepam darshayami, vam amritatmane amritam maha nivedyam nivedayami, sam sarvatmane sarvopachara pujam samarpayami. Panchabhuta.
Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Look at that. You don't need nothing is yours in this world. So you tell the God wherever you are, use this earth as your gandha. Right? No, gandha. You can feel earth
gandham samarpayami.
and smell gandham samarpayami. Then vayu atmane dhupama. Dhupa is your vayu. Use vayu for your fragrance because it carries the fragrance. Use akasha for your pushpa. Pushpa falls, through the space. And use Agni as your Deepa. Yes. And use your Jala as your Amrita Nevedya.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so that's the beauty of Mahabhutas. We will know, please do not leave. We'll conclude the session with the Shanti mantra to the Panchamahabhutas and Loka Sarve Bhavantu. Okay. So I'm just waiting. I have time, another 5 minutes for any questions. Anybody else? Any questions?
From what age can we start the mudras?
Wonderful. You can start from when a person is 6-year-old. After 6 months, that's when your music, dance, all of them we start.
Yeah.
The throat is 5.5 to 6. You can start introducing.
Okay.
The mother,
Thank you.
parent, the pregnant mother, no holding mudras except in the last month. Jnana mudra, dhyana mudra. Child will be intelligent. Child will be calm. Dhyana. So no hyper child, and apana for normal delivery. Okay, these three. Yeah. And during periods, you can do mudras except heat generating mudras. So Surya mudra is a heat generating mudra. Okay, so you should not do. Metabolic rate is set right? So there is a heat play. No, do not use that mudra. And during people who have ailments and are bedridden, how to hold mudras for them? For them, you can tape the mudra. So their fingers start paining. So tape it for 2 minutes, remove it again another 2 minutes or 4 minutes, and then you can tape it up. And for those who don't, who have physical challenges, or whose fingers are cut in their career or something, they had a damage to their hand, then such people can meditate upon the mudra. They will still get the desired benefit. There's a lot.
Wonderful.
You hold on right hand, your Surya Nadi is activated. You hold on left hand, your Chandra Nadi is activated. That's why Prana Mudra, to activate your Prana Shakti and your Kriya mode. Okay, your Kriya Shakti and your Jnana Shakti. So, and your Apana Vayu, when you're walking, Prana Mudra on right hand and Apana Vayu Mudra on your left hand. Apana Vayu Mudra is for your Shantifying, you're relaxing your body by eliminating the waste. When you eliminate waste, there is coolness in the body. So, Apana Vayu Mudra on your left and Prana Vayu Mudra in your right. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So let's conclude the session. Gayatri ji, thank you so much for your platform. It's a blessing to always have this opportunity to connect with the divine, with the Panchamahabhutas, and with the Saptalokas, the Trilokas. And it's a great journey to be here. She's been a constant guide to so many across the country, across the state, and also our close bonding always brings back lots of fond memories from over the years. So let's conclude the session with the shloka. Neck and back straight. Of course, we have to give our thanks to Maharishi Patanjali, Baba Ramdev, and other stalwarts in this organization for conducting the session, coordinating the session, and to the students who have woken up so early in the morning on a weekend and listened to me patiently. Thank you all so much. Smile mudra, namaskara mudra. So neck and back straight, elbows relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Join your palms at your forehead. Align it, bring it to your heart center, aligning your left and right cerebral energies, aligning your practical and emotional dimensions. Take a deep breath in and breathe out for Omkara, followed by Shanti Mantra. Take a deep breath in. ॐ द्यौ शान्तिरन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ. Continue with eyes closed, rub your palms, cup your face, Open your eyes into your palm. Apply the energy all over your body. Do not open your eyes. On your abdomen, on your legs, on your toes, on your chest, on your head. Again, rub your palms, cup your face. Open your eyes only into your palm. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಉಮಾಜಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು. ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ಸೇವೆಗೆ.
ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ. Thank you. Somebody was asking for contact when they connect.
I will give.
Thank you so much, guys.
I will forward the number of Umaji number. You can call, and every month first week she is conducting the mudra session across the country. So every month 2 hours, and I also joined so many times monthly. Some I have so much work. Some days I didn't join, but every month you can join and enjoy the session. Have a smiley face, and always you can observe. I think everyone observed that one. How she teaching? Everyone's how she teaching the mudra session. Smiley face and perfect and confident level. So this is we learned from the Umaji also, confident level also. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. All credits to the Gurus. Thank you, Ji. Conclude the session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Wonderful session.
Thank you.